Driving is fun. You see, one day I traded 3 vodka bottles for a car. I didn't expect it to be in great condition, but it's pretty rough. Welcome to my summer Zomboid. In this challenge run I start out with an absolute clunker of a car and I need to fix it. Whether I fix it legally is another question. Walking down the street I immediately find 2 wrecked cars. Both of these cars are standard type, which means I can steal their parts for my own car. While I do need a wrench for most mechanics work, I don't need it to steal this battery, which I promptly take and put into my own car. We're gonna be here for a while, aren't we? While trying to install a front window, I realized we're missing the door. Thankfully, I know just where we could find a wrench. The Mass Genfac warehouse. Now with a wrench, I am able to steal a gas tank. It's in poor condition, but it's better than not having one. After walking back to the warehouse to get screws, I can start making some repairs. In order to put in the new suspension and brakes, I need to remove the tires, which requires a jack, which I do not own, which means I need to find one. The fact we can't find a jack in the literal mechanics store is pretty worrying. But that just means we have to look in different places. Watch this. After securing a solid 20 bags of cocaine, I steal a mechanics book and go back home. Here I install a radio and the driver's seat into my car. Since jacks can spawn in car trunks, I check everyone I can find. Eventually, walking down so far, I find myself at the gas station, which is good. I need gas anyways. A weaker man would run away from the 20 zombies following. I am that weak man, so I circled the gas station. Heading inside the gas station, I'm immediately rewarded by a used needle and speed. Excellent. And now I have this oddly timed joke because the song is ending. And of course I want to time something alongside the song ending. Unfortunately nothing really of interest happens, so I'll just pretend like we're cutting to a new scene. Anyways, I take my reward and fill up the gas cans I brought with me. I beat some homeless people to death and beat some more homeless people to death, and then find some more speed and acid in a dumpster, alongside a meth pipe. In the back of a car I find gas cans and fix-a-flat, which is an item for repairing tires. I fill up the new gas cans I found and then go home. Of course, on my way back, I'm still checking the trunks of cars. I still haven't found that jack. I go home and decide to sleep instead of snorting cocaine for once. In the morning, I eat the traditional Finnish breakfast of acid and cigarettes. Then I have some kind of boss fight encounter where 4 SWAT zombies attack me at once. I walk in the general direction they came from and find a police blockade, which has some free guns. Back home I put down my newfound trophy. Then I start repairing my engine, which is kind of important because it's how the car runs. Now that I have the jack, however, I can start working on the wheels and, of course, the brakes and suspension. but not before fixing up our current tires with some Fix-A-Flat. Even if I'm installing some pretty low quality parts, it doesn't matter. I just need the car to run for now. Finally, I stick the tires back on, and now, technically all we need to get it running is to fix up the engine. In order to do this, we basically just run around vandalizing other cars' engines for spare parts. In order to steal the gas tank, I had to empty it first, which I did with a water bottle. After stealing as much as I could carry, I start putting the parts into my car. After annihilating some more engines, I finally had my car up to a usable level. And after a few more upgrades, I would say it was actually looking pretty good. At least for something that started off as this. After doing some preparations, I decided it was time to take it for a test drive. After all this work, I think it's only fair that we take this thing out for a little spin.